popped up. That's always a good sign, by the way. Oh, you got your own music, huh?
Own music. You don't have to do that. That's how I start.
I know. I see you on your show, and you be having your music. I'm like, I
Hey.
be wondering if you really have music or not.
If not, you know I'm the mindset queen, so it's probably in my head.
Oh, so you oftentimes are jamming with the music that's in your head. Is that what you're telling me?
That could be true. That could be true.
Oh man, one of the benefits of folks being behind the scenes sometimes, for those that arrive early, they get a chance to see you just jam. You be like boom, 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 boom.
See, look, she got it going on over there. He's like, what?
Oh, listen to you. They hear what? And what type of music do you listen to? Hey, by the way, you listen to everything? Get out of here. Well,
Yeah.
okay, what is everything? And we're gonna be live in a minute. I'm starting this thing up, so folks could be able to join in just a second. But when you say music, what's like some of your favorite music to listen to?
So just so you know, I will listen to some rap. I'll listen to some Tupac. I'll listen to some Drake. I'll listen to some Blake Shelton, some country. I'll listen to some pop. I will listen to anything that has like a good beat, some good energy to it.
What? So you actually run the whole gamut when you're doing it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but I love. Now let me be clear. What I do love. I love every type of music, but I love soul music.
Okay.
I love R&B, the soul, the slow stuff. People be like, well, you guys might call them love songs, but
No, we call them love songs. I'm from Washington D.C. We listen to go-go music here, baby. We listen to some go-go music. Chuck Brown's no longer with us, but we listen to go-go music.
Chuck Brown in the house.
Oh, what you know about that out there in Arizona? I didn't know they had that in Phoenix, Arizona. Gee whiz.
They don't, child. They don't. I gotta come to the East Coast to get some love.
Hey, mic check, mic check. I'm going to do a mic check. I can hear you, and you can hear me, which is good. Now we got to go out. For those folks that are just joining out there, Patricia Register, thanks for joining. Janelle Pulley, thanks for joining. Stefan Youngblood, thanks for joining. Look, do me a favor. You're behind the scenes. We're getting ready to get started, and we like to do a mic check to make sure you can hear us loud and clear, because I'm on with none other than not but the Pat Gillum. What's up, Pat?
What's up, everybody? What's going on? The Happy Entrepreneur Tribe and the Sisterhood in the house. Whoop.
The Sisterhood's in the house. I see Gahazi. Muhammad Ghazi's on. Hey, Ghazi, he's on there. You bring out the all-stars. Now, I need y'all to do me a favor, because we gotta kick off this episode. We got something special. We got a really great conversation with none other than the founder of Sisterhood, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. But do me a favor, for those folks that are tuning in, look right below the video, and just say, we can hear you. Just say, we can hear you. Because I don't know if you had this problem. I've done this, Pat. I've done a whole episode before. I've done a whole recording before, and guess what? They couldn't hear me. And there's nothing like getting started, and people can't hear you. You know what I'm talking about? Have you done that before?
I know, right? And then they're like, we know you had something great to say. What were they saying?
I know. It's amazing when that happens. Amber Woods, thanks for joining. Hope Cruz Clark, thanks for joining. Okay, let me know you can hear me. Okay, let me see. I got some people that think they're starting, they can hear us. Can you see your phone? Because I'm trying to do a check on my side. Let me see. Patricia Register says she's here. Mandy says, hey, guys. I guess they can hear us. Jane Pulley says, I can hear you. Amber Woods is listening now. Hope Cruz Clark says hello. Ann Anderson says, we can hear you. Mandy says, we can hear you. I think they can hear us now. I think it's time for us to kick this thing off. Are you ready, Pat? Are you ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it. I'm ready. I just shared it out to the tribe, and so it's time. It's go time.
It's go time. It's show time. Now we're going to go ahead and kick off officially. We are ready to rock and roll. Let me go and hit the button, and we're going to get going. As soon as I can hit this button, it's going to be show time. Here we go. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Network, the world's largest organization for the well-being of an entrepreneur. And as we always say, our mission at the Happy Entrepreneur Network, our mission is to inspire, empower, and provide resources for the entrepreneur to live a balanced life and execute their vision for the people they were called to serve. And our mantra. You know, I love our belief. Everyone should have a belief statement. Our belief is the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. With that being said, let's get started. Let's get started, and we're here. Welcome everybody to the lab. What's going on, Pat? How you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Well, I'm ready this evening or this morning or this afternoon, whatever time it is for folks all over the world. I'm ready to change some lives. I'm ready to make a difference, and I'm ready not only to have this conversation for you, but to impact some women. And can we impact some men tonight? Would that be okay?
Yes.
Can we do that?
Let's do it.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you taking time. I know you were out early today. You were out having a good time, but you decided to slow down, to speed up. What's one of the reasons why you decided to join this conversation this evening to speak with our audience? And this is a great community of entrepreneurs, of business owners, of moms. There's dads, there's aunts, there's uncles. They're everyday kind human beings who want to make a difference. They have a vision for the people they were called to serve. What's one reason you decided just to be here?
You know, what's really important to me, and I thank you so much for having me, is that I love your platform. I love what you're doing. I love that the late night show, the Entrepreneurs Lab, the talk show is a resource for entrepreneurs to be able to say, how do I get connected to the resources that I need to truly live, to be a happy entrepreneur, right? To be able to live their best lives. And so I wanted to show up to be a part of that community because I have benefited so much from watching you, listening to you, all the amazing guests that you have on this show that bring value, show up with their gifts and their talents to pour into people so that we can truly all be happy entrepreneurs.
Well, thank you so much for being here. We certainly appreciate it. And welcome everybody who are joining for the very first time. We want to welcome you to The Lab, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country, dedicated to you with a mission, with one mission. That mission is to serve you. That mission is to make a difference for you. That mission is to inspire, to empower, and provide the resources for you, the entrepreneur, for you to live a balanced life, and for you to execute the vision for the people you were called to serve. And Pat has showed up just to do that. We got Leroy McKenzie is in the house. Taquika's in the house. Lyman Montgomery's in the house. Steve Hardison out there in Arizona is in the house today. Look, for those folks that are joining on, do me a favor. Look right below the video, and let's do a digital hello to Pat. Let's just all say hello to Pat. Here's how we're going to say hello to Pat, and then we're going to jump into it. You're going to look right below the video, and you're going to type these words. You look great, Pat. Just give her a little encouragement. You look great, Pat. She was a little worried about her lighting. She was a little worried about her sound. I'm going to do a mic check. Pat, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
See, you're doing great. Do me a favor. Look right below the video and just say, Pat, you're doing great. Just put, Pat, you're doing great. And that's a digital encouragement to let Pat know it's going to be okay. We really appreciate you doing that for all of you who are watching and for all of you that tuned in. Look, we like to kick off these shows, Pat. We like to start off with the Champions Creed. It's what we believe in. Hey, Loretta. Hey, Nina. April N. Field says, you look great, Pat. Lyman Montgomery says, you look great, Pat. What about Shay Brown? Steve Hardison said, you look great, Pat. Mandy Williams says, you look fabulous. Okay, now, what's up? Taquia White says, you're looking great. Ann Anderson says, you're looking great. Absolutely beautiful. Look, I love it. Let me give them the Champions Creed if we can. Then we're going to kick this thing off. I kick off with the Champions Creed every single time because it means so much to me, and my coach gave it to me. Hey, Tiffany, thank you for saying, Pat, you look great. Lanisha, thank you for saying, Pat, you look great. Hey, sis. Here's the Champions Creed. My mentor taught it to me, and I said it for over 15 years. And here's what he said. Champions Creed. I'm not judged by the number of times I fail, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying, and keep trying, and keep trying. Hey, I'm going to ask you in a moment, if you can, Pat, I'm going to ask you to read that. If you can read that statement. As Pat reads this statement, as you can see on the screen, I want all of you to follow along with Pat, because Pat came for one reason only, to change lives. So, Pat, go ahead and read what you see on the screen right now.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Your screen's a little bit
Oh,
over.
oh, it's a little bit off on you. Okay. So yes,
Yeah,
you probably look at your phone. You probably look at your phone, but I'll say this. Can you see it on your phone?
Okay, yep. So let me read it there.
Just read it right there.
Yep. So I am not judged by the number of times I fail, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. That's what you guys got to remember. Keep showing up. Keep trying.
Pat, why is it important? I know you're the mindset master. I know you work with folks every single day, and there are setbacks. You know, sometimes in life you're up and sometimes you're down. Sometimes you're winning and sometimes you're what? Losing. And sometimes things go really, really well and sometimes they don't. And that's called that thing called life. Talk about the importance of making sure that you keep trying no matter what.
So really the importance around that is always understanding what the goal is, right? So if you understand what the end goal is, or what's that thing that you're really trying to accomplish, then you're going to understand that it takes several tries. It takes consistency. It takes showing up. You know, there are no one-hit wonders, Shay. And so I want people to understand that there is no overnight success. You know, really the success is in the preparation. And that's the stuff that you don't see people doing. You don't see people getting up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym so they can get fit. All you see is when you see them in their clothes and they cut and they're looking fabulous, right? But you don't know the preparation that goes behind that. You don't know the sleepless nights when you're starting a successful business. So that is why that is so important, right? It's like you just continue. The consistency is what's going to get you the results. It's not, I tried it once, it failed, and so I'm not going to do it again. It's the consistency and showing up is what's going to lead you to success. So I just want to make sure people understand that from a mindset perspective, that you have to keep practicing. You have to keep doing the work. You have to keep showing up. And that's why that's so important.
You have to keep showing up. You have to keep doing it. Hey, do me a favor, everyone. As Pat is talking right now, look right below the video. Look right below the video and just write these words. In fact, hit the share button. Hit the share button and then write these words. Keep on trying. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. I'm going to say that again. You're going to hit the share button and you can look right below the video. Look right below the video. We're going to encourage another sister and a guy. Can I get included in this? We're going to encourage another sister. We're going to encourage another guy. And here's what I want you to do, because we believe in the giver's economy. The person out gives the competition, out earns the competition. So I want you to look right below the video and write these words. Keep on going. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. But keep on going. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. That's a signal to someone else right now that is wondering, should they keep going? They're going at a fast pace. Do they have anything left? And here's what I know for the person that's thinking that. When you think there's nothing left in the tank, when you think you're all out of energy, there's always a little bit left. There's always a little bit left. So we're going to encourage them by doing this. Look right below the video, just like Regina Creighton did, and write these words. Keep on trying. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Keep on trying. Hashtag what? Sisterhood Rising. I see you out there, Bertha. I see you, Sakoni Prince. Says consistency builds confidence. I see you, Tequila. Says keep on going. April N. Phil says, keep on going. Pat, do you see that? Can you read one of the comments below?
Yes. Steve Hardison, never give up. Keep on going. Sisterhood. Eric Nixon, keep on trying. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Nye Nicole, keep on going. Sisterhood Rising. You guys, amazing. Ann Anderson, keep on. You guys are so amazing. Regina Creighton, keep on trying. Sisterhood Rising. Listen, that's so important, Shay, that people get it. They understand that it's like Sakoni Prince just said, it's the consistency that builds the confidence, right? So yes. Nobody got on a bike the first time and knocked it out of the park. You failed. You got some scrapes, but you got back on. You kept pedaling. And now you're a superstar. You're probably riding a bike with no training wheels now. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has to start somewhere. And I love, Shay, something that you and I talked about earlier. You said it, you don't have to be perfect to get going, but you got to do what, Shay?
Get going. You don't have to get it right. Sometimes you just have to get going. And sometimes we try to get it perfect and it doesn't happen. Sometimes even showing up today, there were some things that Pat and I were doing behind the scenes. We were getting connected with the technology. And Pat said, doggone it, this thing ain't working. But hold on, I'm going to keep trying. He said, wait a minute, I'm going to try something else. Wait a minute, I'm going to try to do it this way. You know what? It ended up working because she kept on what? Going. Now, understand you got to have the right structure. You got to have the right system. You got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right resources. You have to have the right support. Don't worry. Pat's going to get into that and what that looks like because she founded Sisterhood Extravaganza, but more importantly, she's helping people every single day. You know, one of our mantras, one of our core values, we have a core value here, and our core value goes back to this idea, this concept, Pat, that, well, maybe you remember this, Pat, back on December 31st. I see you, LaShaw. She says, keep on going. Loretta says, keep on going. Monica Butts Baker says, keep on going. Ann Anderson says, keep on going. Look, we're going to keep on going. The story I was trying to tell you is that back on December 31st, you might remember this. You were excited. It's going to be a new year. There's going to be new opportunities. You couldn't wait till the new year because you're going to start that new workout plan. You're going to start that new diet plan or nutrition plan. You're going to go after some new clients. You're going to learn automation. You're going to learn how to broadcast. Like, this was going to be your year. And you waited for your year until December 31st. And then on the back of a napkin, after a couple cocktails for some of you, you started writing down your goals and you got more excited. And it's possible that where we are today at this point in the year, those goals seem a little far stretched for you. Those goals seem like, I got to do double the work, triple the work. But here's what I want you to know. Here's the energy I want you to have, Adia. Here's the excitement I want you to have, Monica. Here's the mindset and the belief system I want you to have. And it's something that we say on the show, but I want to share with them. And here it is. We like to say this, that today is my January 1st. Hey, Tamara, today is my January 1st. I have new opportunities. I get a new start. I get a chance to get it all over again. I don't have to wait. I get going now. So here's what I want you to do. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. And I believe this with every fiber in my bone. I want you to look right below the video and put, today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Today is my what? January 1st. You see, and every day as a new opportunity. You can build on yesterday's successes or put those failures behind you and start over. But here's what you know that you know that you know as you write, today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Is that your past does not equal your future. Pat, do me a favor. Let's go ahead and say that out loud. I just like to hear Pat say that one time, that today is my January 1st. Say it, Pat, just so we can just hear it. I just want to hear it.
Yeah, today is my January 1st. Today,
all right, that was okay, Pat. That was okay. We're gonna have Pat say it again now. Now it's a little late where she is, but I'm gonna have her say it one more time, a little more energy. Now, as you're writing this right below, that today is my January 1st, I don't want you just to get excited. I want you to think about what you're going to do differently, how your mindset is going to be, because today is my January 1st. You know, when I wake up and your feet hit that ground, I want you to say, you know what? I can hear Shay Brown. Today is my January 1st. New opportunities. Okay, Pat. So we're going to give you round two. This is round two, everyone, on the count of three. And y'all can say it with Pat. We're not here by ourselves. We are a tribe. We work together. You help share where we go. So take a moment right now. Pat, on the count of three, you're going to say, today is my January 1st. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Woo!
Happy New Year, everybody. Matter of fact, as you saw, Mandy put today is my January 1st. Pat put today is my January 1st. Tamara Mitchell Davis put today is my January 1st. Eric Nicholson put today is my January 1st. Monica Butts Baker put today is my January 1st. Sakoni Prince put today is my what? January 1st. When you see someone write that down below, we're going to get started. We're just getting warmed up. I want you to hit the heart button. I want you to say, yes, you can. Just encourage them. This show is not about Pat, and it's not about Shay Brown. It's about you, the entrepreneur, you, the business owner, you, the game changer, you, the world changer. You know, Pat, when you hear today is my January 1st, you're the mindset coach. You're the one that helps people master that. You see 80 that's out there. They're thinking about, and when you hear those words, when you get excited, I want something to pop in your mind. I'm going to ask Pat how to walk you through this, but what are you going to do? now that today is your January 1st, what are you going to do? I'm going to write in my gratitude journal. Pat, that's a cue, and we're going to talk about that a little later. I'm going to write in my in my gratitude journal and talk what I'm grateful for every single day, because it gives me the energy to keep on going. Look, I got off track. There is no script. There is no run sheet. But today is my January 1st. Happy New Year to all of you. I should have some balloons. I'm going to talk to Trevor Otts about that. I need some music when I do this.
I done started some stuff.
You done started some stuff around. Tell them Shay Brown needs some music, because today is my January 1st. I feel good already. Pat, talk to me. When you hear those words, what goes through your mind? What should someone think? What should they do? And how can they take that commitment and turn that into consistency so they can have a stronger relationship, so they can have and improve their finances, so they can make sure they finally stay on track with their wellness plan, so they can really step into their marketing or step into their branding, or really pour into their leadership skills. See, today is your January 1st. Your past does not equal your future. The future, by definition, is imaginary. We're never in the present. We're never in the future. We're always in the present moment. There's a moment. There's a moment. There's a moment. See, you're always right here in the moment. You never get to it. So we're going to create imaginary future. Pat, talk to him about that. You're the founder of Sisterhood Extravaganza. She got all this cool stuff going on. You can read that on her bio at patgillum.com. But first, talk to the people. What should they think? What should they do now when they tell that affirmation that today is my January 1st?
So here's what I love, because you mentioned Trevor, right? One of the things he always says that really rings true for all of us is that wherever you are in life, your mind got there first. And so whatever it is that you have visualized for yourself is what you're really manifesting into your life. So if you're saying, I am going to attract more clients, I'm going to have a successful business, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to shed pounds, I'm going to have a loving relationship. If that is what you're visualizing for yourself, if that is the future, if that's the vision that you hold for yourself, that has nothing else to do but manifest in your life. But here's what often happens, Shay, when you're not doing the things that I've talked about in this gratitude journal, is if you're not first giving gratitude to saying, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, and I'm grateful for that. I have everything and everyone in my life that's supposed to be here right now in order to help me accomplish all of the goals I want in my finances, in my relationships, in my business, in my career, whatever, in my health, whatever that is. You have to be grateful for those things that you have right now. And then that is going to open the door for more goodness to come into your life. Because we all know, just from a biblical principle, right, that we must be good stewards over what we have now in order to receive more. Okay?
Wow,
so
I love that.
That's the mindset we need to have when we start saying, what does my January 1st look like? Today is my January 1st. You get to create your January 1st right now. What does that look like for you? Do you see yourself in the gym lifting weights, getting fit, getting toned? Do you see yourself having a successful business with clients lining up to work with you, willing to pay you what you are worth? Do you have a loving relationship with your spouse or your significant other where there is nothing but kind and affectionate words said to each other to build each other up? Do you have a career where your boss really does support your goals and your aspirations? That's what you need to start seeing for yourself. When you start thinking about, what does my January 1st look like? So you got to see it, you guys, to be it and believe it. So that's what Mindset for Success is all about, Shay, is creating the things that you truly want. And then we'll talk about later, once you see the vision for yourself, then how do you get the help and the support and the resources to walk that thing out and take the action to make it happen? Because it's not just going to come because you just dream about it or you set the vision. There's some work that must be done.
Wow,
And
there's
we'll,
some work that must be done, and as you're out there saying work that has to be done, I see Monica Butts Baker put yes, words become, gratitude multiplies. Michael Muse is in the house. Regina Creighton said yes, we can. Crystal Cunningham is out there. Sakoni Prince says you can do it, Pat. You can do it. Look, here's what I want you to do. Look right below the video. Look right below the video, and we're going to show gratitude. I want to hear from you, and it helps me because we're going to talk about this gratitude plan that she has going on. But why don't we take a moment and why don't we just say what we're grateful for, right? And as we do that, you look right below the video, and I want you to write these words. I am grateful for blank. I am grateful for blank. I want you to take a moment right now, and we're going to slow down for just a second. We're going to get in some good stuff. Don't worry about that. We're going to make it happen. Don't worry about that. But right now, can we just slow down? And can you look below the video and say what I am grateful for? I'll start off, and then I'm going to ask Pat what she's grateful for, and then we're going to read below what you're grateful for. And then we're going to talk about what the things, how we can get things we want. But first, let's say we're grateful for. So Pat, I'm grateful that I have a wonderful relationship with my two sons. They're grown adults, and anyone that's had kids know at a certain age, they don't want to be around you for whatever reason. Wherever I'm at, they're always on the opposite side. But I'm blessed. I'm fortunate to have two sons. They're right here in town. I'm able to hang out with them. Not hang out literally, but come to my house, that's like hanging out, right? And we're able to have conversation. They helped me actually set up this production that you see going on right now. And there was a time I was like, oh my gosh. But now as I look back on it and I talk to some of my friends who wish they had a relationship with their own children, I now realize that that's an inner peace that I have. And so I don't stop to say that I'm grateful for the relationship that I have with my two sons. But on this show, in this moment, in this time, I'm grateful for the relationship I have with my two sons. They're both 27 and 29, so that's pretty good for me. Pat, what are you grateful for? And as Pat says what she's grateful for, I want you to look right below the video. I want you to look right below the video, and I want you to write these words. I am grateful for blank. We're going to get into how you can change your life. We're going to get into how you can have some more. But right now, Pat's created this space. Today is our January 1st. And before we talk about what we want and what's going to happen for us and what's in it for us, I just want to stop and say what I'm grateful for. Pat, what are you grateful for?
First and foremost, I'm always grateful for this day because somebody didn't wake up today. So I'm grateful for this day. And I want to rejoice constantly and be glad in it. That's my prayer. First thing every morning, I'm grateful for this day that you have given me, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. And then the next thing I think, Shay, for me is I'm grateful for my health. Because
wait a minute, you have two. We supposed to have one.
Nope, I'm grateful for my health. You got to give it up because if you waking up with breath, you got to be able to be grateful to be healthy to go out and do the thing that you're created to do. So I got to give it up for two. I got to have grateful for the day and my health.
Spoken like a true person who wrote the book 30 Days of Gratitude. Says, Shay, you can't be grateful for one thing. It's hard to do that. And I say that out of love because that is so true. Because I'm looking out there right now. I see a number of folks are sharing what they're grateful for. And I appreciate you being transparent. Appreciate the community. This show is a community show. This show is for the people. And thank you for showing up. Thank all of you who's sharing it. Thank all of you who share the message and who put digital comments below because it helps folks who are listening to the podcast. It helps folks who listen to the conference call. It helps folks who show up for later. You don't have to do it, and you decide to spend some time with us. And one of the things that Pat and I talked about is that we don't take this lightly. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. So thank you for your time. I see that Mandy says she's grateful. Ann Anderson said, I'm grateful for my life, health, and family and friends. Monica Butts Baker says, I'm grateful for this tribe. Hey, Monica Butts Baker. April N. Phil says, I'm grateful for my life. Mandy Williams says, I'm grateful for my 3 boys. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my health. Jane Pulley says, I'm grateful for grace, love, money, and family. Adia says, I'm grateful for my health. Regina said, absolutely. Loretta said, I'm grateful for good health and a wonderful family. Patricia says, I'm grateful for my health and family. this is a time, sometime in a time in our society and a time in our world where we're always want more, more, more. It's never enough. It's never enough. I read somewhere where someone says they thought they were doing well with their Corvette until they were introduced to a Ferrari, right? They just weren't satisfied. That's not us. We're going to be satisfied. Pat, take a moment and share what's one of the reasons why you started Sisterhood Extravaganza. Take a moment and talk about what the vision is. See, one of the things that I know is that we're all sales visionary. And from a business perspective, sales helps us develop sales helps us, develop the resources that we need in order to execute the vision that we have for the people we were called to serve. And so we know we need resources because you have a vision. You have a vision right now for the people you were called to serve. And one of the ways to get the resources to develop that vision is through business. If you're entrepreneurs, through making sales so that you can get the resources for your branding or resources for your marketing or resources to target the audience that you are. Right now, as you're listening, you really are a sales visionary. You have a vision for yourself. That's what we just talked about. You have a vision for your loved ones. Some of you talked how grateful you are. And you have a vision for the people you were called to serve. And I'm going to ask Pat, who founded Sisterhood Extravaganza, to talk about the vision that she has for the people that Sisterhood Extravaganza was called to serve. Now, you think about Noah. Now, whether you're into the Bible or not, I happen to be into the Bible, right? That's just my belief. But Noah was given a vision from God, right? So the vision you had didn't come from you. The vision came to you so you can push it out to someone else, and it's much bigger than you. Noah could not have built the ark without a hammer, without some nails, without some wood, without some people. He needed some resources. And it wouldn't do Noah any good to have the vision and not have the people to share that vision with. He's just walking around with a vision. So here's what I'd like for you to do. Pat can't see you. You can see Pat, and you can hear Pat. Pat would like to know what the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. Here's how you're going to do that. Now, Pat's going to share her vision, but it's not about Pat because you can hear her. But she gets a chance to talk about the vision she has for Sisterhood Extravaganza. But I want you to look right below the video. You, the community, you, the listener, and I want you to write these words. My vision for the people I'm called to serve is ... You're gonna look right below the video. You're gonna look right below the video. This is a digital communication that's going on. We are a family. We are loving on each other. We are a community. So you're gonna write these words below. My vision for the people I'm called to serve is, maybe it's to help them live a better life. Maybe it's to help them improve their finances. Maybe it's to help them change their mindset. And Pat's going to say also, my vision for the people I'm called to serve is ... We want to know your vision. We don't care how many letters you got behind your name, not on this episode. We don't care who your marquee clients are and how much money they pay you. That's cool, but not for this episode. And we don't care about what it says on your website. That's for those other folks. But for us, the family, all I want to see right now as you write those words below is my vision for the people I'm called to serve is. Now, as you're saying that, others are going to be able to see those comments. And these videos often go viral, but they also get to know how you're helping in the world. The difference that you're making is not about the money. It's about the meaning you want to have in the world. And it's not about the income you're going to make. It's about the impact that you're going to have. And I know that you can have a dollar and a difference. That's why I'm asking you to look right below the video and write those words. My vision for the people I'm called to serve is ... Go and take a moment and start writing those words now. Pat is going to share her vision. So you can hear Pat, but Pat can't hear you. Pat, take a moment and share. What is your vision for the people you were called to serve for Sisterhood Extravaganza?
So one of the things that I put down, Shay, and thank you for doing this, is you guys can see it in the comment section, is I said my vision for the people that I'm called to serve is to overcome self-limiting beliefs, to know that they can do anything that they're called to do. And when I started the Sisterhood Extravaganza, it's all started from this book. It's called The Sisterhood, Lessons I've Learned About Women and Friendships Along the Way. See, I was real clear about how I wanted to show up, Shay, in the marketplace and really disrupt some things about the way we have been taught as women that we can't get along, that we're catty, we're competitive, we compare ourselves, we're covetous, we're catty, we're gossipy. I wanted women to understand that we need each other. And so my goal was to get rid of and help women overcome the beliefs that we've been taught, the conditioning around how we really do show up and interact with each other and be in a space to support each other. Because we're all great when we are literally being able to do some things alone, but collectively when we come together, we are greater, we go further, we go faster, and we make a bigger impact. So that was my goal in saying that's the vision I hold for the women that I'm called to serve, that they understand that we need each other, that sisterhood is important. That's why it's so important around hashtag sisterhood rising, right? So when I help another woman, when I lift up others, I also rise. And so that's what I want people to understand, that we can, as women, work together. We can love on each other, we can support each other, and we can celebrate each other.
Wow, you're all out there. Donald Tolson said, "Hello, my friend Pat." Is they're watching right there. Kevin Coachewell is in the house. Hey, Kevin Coachewell. Nancy Gaines wrote, "My vision for the people I'm called to serve is for everyone to prosper and invest in their health." And so, Nancy, that was really good. What we'd like you to do, Nancy, when you get a chance, put another comment. And when you say my vision for everyone to prosper and invest in their health, tell us the result they get when they invest in their health. So maybe it's my vision for the people I'm called to serve is that they're able to have more energy. They're able to have more mental focus while they're out there. So give us a little bit more. Good job, though. Good job. And now you too, as you're watching, you can write, my vision for the people I'm called to serve is. We want to hear what your vision is. Adia, she did it. She took steps. She said, my vision for the people I'm called to serve is to get them to tell and write their story. That was really good. Thank you for all you do, Adia. Thank you so much. April N. Phil said, my vision for the people I'm called to serve is to be financially literate and create generational wealth. I can't just see me more. I can hit that in a moment. Thank you so much for sharing. Do you see Ann's down there? Do you see that one, by the way, Pat?
Yes.
Can you read that one?
Absolutely. Ann Anderson says, my vision for the people I'm called to serve is to get them to their voice, to know that their voice is their power. It's for them to have clarity of purpose, to up-level their game regarding their health inside out. And wait a minute, it said see more. Inside out, and to show up and embrace their greatness, ultimately to empower them to become the best version of themselves. Well, all right then, Ann.
Okay, that was a lot, Ann. That was a lot. So give us a one sentence, Ann. Give us a synopsis. If you had to boil that down to one sentence, my vision for the people I'm called to serve is, give us one result, one problem that you solve. Great job, by the way. Can you read Loretta's real quick? And the reason we're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, the reason we're taking this time to do that is that oftentimes people talk about what they do, not the vision they have. And you have a vision for yourself. You have a vision for the people you were called to serve. And you have a vision for your loved ones. Maybe it's to send them to a school of their choice. My mom was in the hospital recently for about 10 days. And she's doing fine. She's out the hospital. She has something called Addison disease. And that means that there's some vial that's going on that doesn't really regulate the blood pressure. It took a while to figure that out. So she's home. She's getting the medical treatment she needs. She's going to be fine. She's probably watching right now. She hates it when I do that sometime. So, Mom, sorry. But one of the benefits and one of the visions I have for the ones that I care about is to be able to be there. So I was able to leave what I do to be there with Mom, who's only 15 minutes away. And that meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me to make sure you got our groceries, make sure things were taken care of, and to be in a position to do that. And some of you have a vision for your loved ones, to send your kids to the school of your choice, to make sure you can live in the neighborhood you want, or write a check for a family member for their health insurance, whatever it is for you. So take a moment if you can. And can you read Loretta's and then Adia's? And then we're going to kick it now. As she's doing that, you listen up, and then we're going to come back with Pat. And I'm going to ask Pat, how do you develop the mindset to actually execute that, and how do you get other people to work with you, right? Because this vision isn't for you by yourself. It's too big. Hey, Sherry Johnson. Hey, Leslie May. Hey, Lisa Yvette Jones. You're all here with Pat Gillum. All right, Pat. I'm sorry. Read the next one you have from Loretta, and then I'll read the last one, and we're going to kick it off. Huh?
Yeah. Loretta's vision for the people that she's called to serve is to help families live and believe that they can experience their dream vacations while saving and earning in the travel industry.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. And Ann Anderson came back and said, my vision for the people I'm called to serve is for them to know that it is their birthright to live a safe, fulfilled, and abundant life. Now that's what I'm talking about. See, I can see that. I can see that. That was a one sentence. That wouldn't came a long way. That's why we're here. We're here. We all get better. We love on each other as a family. You know, as I'm thinking, Pat, as I'm stepping back, one of the things I've been sharing recently is some lessons that I learned and how running a marathon really made me a better entrepreneur. And there's some lessons that I learned along the way. But before I do that, I want you all to look below the video. I want you to look below the video, and I want you to write this hashtag. Nancy, I'm going to read yours. I see it says, health meaning to live a quality of life that impacts the life of their loved ones. Okay, thanks for sharing that. I want you to look right below the video right now, and we're going to use the hashtag. The hashtag is hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Now, in a moment, Pat's going to tell us what hashtag Sisterhood Rising means and what's the purpose behind it. For those folks that are watching and you're saying, I got a vision, Shay, I got a vision for the people I'm called to serve. I got a vision for my loved ones. I want you to text the word vision. You see right below the video, right below the video, there's the word vision. You're going to open up your browser on your phone, and you're going to type the number 202-999-3515. Again, 202-999-3515. Type the word vision, and you'll get a message back and follow the instructions. One of the benefits of this show is for you to have all the resources you need, because sometimes you can't execute your vision by yourself because it's too big for you. And so it was given to you for a reason. And so you can bring other people in. Here's what we're going to do. As you text the word vision, VISION, to 202-999-3515. Again, 202-999-3515. If you text the word vision, I want you to look right below the video, and put the secret back code. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Now that's a bat signal. Now Pat's going to talk about what it means. She's going to talk about why there's this hashtag Sisterhood Rising even exists. Pat, take a moment and talk about hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Why is that even important right now? This whole movement that's going on.
Right. So before we talk about the movement, one of the things I have to say this because it's on my heart is that as Shay just had us talk about what's the vision that we see for the people that we're called to serve. And so I want you guys, when you start thinking about your vision, and I'm reading your comments and you're all amazing, but remember this show is about you. This really is about how to help you get the resources you need so that you truly can show up and serve the people that you're meant to serve in a great way. So as you're thinking about, and some of you probably never even thought about what's the vision that you have for the people that you're called to serve. It may have been the first time you've been asked that question. But what I want you to get clear about, part of your vision for the people that you're called to serve should be the problem that you solve for them. So that needs to be a part of your vision. See, if you solve the problem people who are unhealthy or they're overweight, that's part of your vision, to see them lose weight, gain stamina, momentum. That should be a part of your vision. So that's the problem you solve. So as you're thinking about this and you go back and you rewrite that, I want you to think about, my vision is, and then you write down, because you want to help them solve the problem. See, you're the answer to their prayer. You're the solution to their problem. So that has to be a part of your vision. And so as I think about why I created Sisterhood, because there was a problem with the way we treated each other as women. There was a problem with the way we interacted with each other. There was a problem with the way we thought about each other. And I was hell-bent. I mean, this is a late night show, so I can say that, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I was hell-bent on changing the trajectory of how we as women were going to show up for each other, how we were going to start interacting with each other, how we were going to start supporting each other, how we were going to start loving on each other. and most importantly, celebrating each other. So that was my vision when I created Sisterhood. See, when we do that, when you're able to love yourself and love on another woman and support yourself and support another woman, celebrate your wins and celebrate others' wins, what that creates is a community. It creates a community of people saying, I need you in order to be successful. I need you in order to do this thing called life. I need you in my tribe, in my community, collaborating, connecting with me for me to go to that next level. And we hadn't been taught that, Shay. See, we've been taught that, again, from our conditioning, from our environment, from, our upbringing, that we must compete with each other for jobs. We got to compete with each other for men. We got to compete for money. We got to compete for everything, which had us not only diminishing the value of our sisters, but also of ourselves. And so, listen, my vision is to see us all get there together, to see us all rise. And so in order to rise, we have to be able to link arms together. Women, we must be able to really support each other in a way that we've never done before. Because I can tell you right now, again, I said it earlier, I know you're great on your own, but you're more impactful when you link arms with another sister who understands your vision and wants to help you. Because when you win, we all win. That's what this is about. So that's what Sisterhood Rising is about, Shay. It's about us as women helping each other rise, helping each other be successful in life, in business, in relationships. So Sisterhood Rising is a movement. It's a movement about how we will treat each other. It's a movement about how we will support each other and how we will rise together and make an impact in society and in the world.
First of all, I love that. Make an impact in society, make an impact in the world. I see you out there, Byron. Thanks for sharing those powerful, powerful comments and sharing how we need to write the vision that we have for the people that we were called to serve, so we can include the problem in there. And the point she was making there, here's the takeaway, is that people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. We are in the problem-solving business. So she's asking you to wrap that vision. Noah had a vision for the people he was called to serve. There was a problem. There was going to be a flood. And if they weren't prepared, they were going to perish, right? And so you are helping solve a problem out there. As folks are out there, look right below the video. I see your comment, Ann Anderson. You can text the word vision to the number you see right on the screen. The number right on the screen is 202-999-3515. Text the word vision to 202-999-3515 to get all the resources, to get the replay, to get the notes. You want to stay in this conversation we're having right now in terms of you being able to have the right mindset, the right belief systems. Here's what I want you to know. And you can someone jot this digital comment below, and then we're going to do a quick commercial, but then we're not going far. Write this right below. Just put this below. This is for all my entrepreneurs, for all my business owners, for all my happy entrepreneurs who understand that happy doesn't mean you're naive, and happy does not mean that you think every day is rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns, and happy certainly doesn't mean that your stuff doesn't smell, that you don't make some bad decisions, but what it means is you're every day getting up, doing the best you can. And then sometimes you're going to have to make some good decisions, and sometimes you're not. But you can be optimistic, you can change, and you can recognize that today is my January 1st. So look right below the video, and write these comments. Just write this digital note. I hope you shared this forward, because Pat's going to share some powerful information. So I want to make sure you hit the share button. You hit the share button, because we believe in the giver's economy. The person that out gives the competition, out earns the competition. But write this right below. Put this right below Ann. Put this right below Patricia. Put this right below Adi. And here it is. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. That's a principle. That's a core belief that you can have, is that people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Write those notes right below. And I love what Pat said when Pat said, hey, you're the answer to someone's problem. Someone said you are the medicine to someone's headache right now. Someone, this is one of my favorite sayings, someone has the goal right now of finding you. But they can't find you if they don't know what you do. They can't find you if they don't know the problem that you solve.
Yep.
And isn't that why you got in business? Isn't that why you decided to be an entrepreneur for some of you? Isn't that why you're improving your skills every day so you can help in a nonprofit or help in an organization or contribute in a way to a greater cause bigger than yourself? Look, this isn't a sappy type of conversation, but it's real. And we're all part of the community. We're all in this together. Here's what I'm going to do. I see you out there. I see you as you're listening, as you're watching right now. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. Hey, Donald Tonelson. He's always in this conversation. Says he's known you for over 20 years. Said people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Monica Butts Baker. So I got it backwards. She said, Shay, get my name right. It's Butts Baker. You know, she said people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. We're going to play a quick commercial. We're going to be right back. We're going to share a commercial right now. And I want you to watch this. I want you to understand what life is all about. Watch this right here. Life is about meaning. And meaning is about service. Isn't that the reason why we're all here? Isn't that what we're all searching for? Black, white, short, tall, young, or old. We're all just looking for more impact, more meaning. We just want our lives to make a difference. You know, it's interesting. We never know how many lives our life will affect. When I first started on this journey, I never imagined that this one idea would turn into 218,000 people connected. People from different continents, different cultures, all over the world. I never knew this one idea would take me from impacting lives in London, South Africa, Washington, D.C., Bahamas, Amsterdam. One idea to connect the world to me and me to my purpose. One idea to turn into a business that would turn into a movement that would turn into 218,000 followers worldwide. Lives that are impacted around this one idea. We all have just one idea, one person, and one connection away from a better tomorrow. Everyone, every person, every soul that has one idea, the one idea that will change the world. 2013, the Peak Performance Institute was created. 5,000 clients who we've helped turn their idea into a reality, their reality into a business, their business into a movement, impacting 5.7 million lives around the world. Imagine that! These businesses have been featured on the Today Show, NBC, Good Morning America, the New York Times, Forbes, CNN, Fox, ABC. Imagine that! 1,372 authors created and still counting. 17,587 new brands created and still counting. 42,619 speakers trained to share their messages around the world and still counting. Imagine that. But this is not how my story started. Pat, talk about the importance. We talk about life. We talk about meaning. We talk about having impact. Take a moment and talk about why it's so important when you're putting together an organization and you're partnering with other folks. Give us the 1, 2, or 3 points that's really important when you're building a relationship, when you're building a partnership, when you're starting a community, because you built it. You have Sisterhood Extravaganza. You have events. You have sisters coming together from all walks of life, all colors, all shapes, all sizes. Talk about, if you can, 3 things. 1, the 3 things that it takes to really bring that energy together based on your experience. And then give us the other side of it with some of the challenges that really happened, some lessons that you've learned.
One of the things I've learned is really around, Shay, having a movement like Sisterhood Extravaganza. So our goal, and I always have to say this when you're talking about relationships and collaboration and partnering with people, first of all, people need to buy into your vision, right? They have to, when you're starting a movement, people need to buy into your vision. They need to understand what your message is. What is it that you're trying to create that you want them to be a part of? And so I think that's the piece that people have to get real good about, is having clarity around what's the vision for your movement. Because you have to think about, what is the message that I am sending when I'm out asking people to become a part of what I'm doing, or asking people, I'll even think about it from a business perspective, asking people to support what I do, the skill that I have, right, in order to help bring women together, because that's what sisterhood does. See, sisterhood, I told the women, it's not about me. See, my vision is for women to support each other, to create this ecosystem of us doing business with each other. And really, it started out of the whole belief that there was always a good old boy network that was created in order to create wealth for people economically. And so I really wanted women to have that, but I knew the long-term vision was I couldn't get women to understand what it really would mean to be able to build wealth together until I got them to understand the mindset, getting over the belief system that we couldn't get along and that we couldn't work together. And so now when you see the Dr. Nancy Gaines, right, who's showing up on this call, the Patrice Registers of women, the Tiffany Anns that are in sisterhood who have successful businesses, because women that are a part of this ecosystem are the people who support their businesses. So when we do that with each other, we create wealth. And so when I look at that, that's the first thing you got to be able to have, Shay. You got to have a vision for people, and you got to be able to communicate the vision so that people can see themselves as a part of it. And so when people can't see themselves as a part of your vision, then you really won't have a movement, really, in a way that's going to be impactful for people, so that they say, okay, I believe in sisterhood. I believe that women really can work together. I believe that women can rise together when we pool together our resources, or we really be in a position to support each other, and happy for you when you make a sale, or happy for you when you get clients. So that's the first thing. You got to get people not only to believe in the vision, but you got to be clear about the vision and how you communicate the vision.
So step number one is they got to believe in the vision. Everyone do me a favor. So you'll give us 3 points. Look right below the video, right? Look right below the video and put step number one, believe in the vision. Put step number one, you got to get people to believe in the vision. Step number one. So you're going to look right below the video because you're helping out. We're part of the community. You're making these digital notes for someone else. So you look right below the video and just type these notes. Step one, get people to believe in the vision. So they're going to buy not into Pat, okay? They're not going to buy into a celebrity. They're not buying into somebody because their name is on the marquee. They're buying into the vision for the people that are going to be served. And that's a very important point. Now, I want you to miss that. So look right below the video, and type those words. Step one, believe in the vision. All right, Pat, what's step number two? Monica Butts Baker said, believe in the vision. That's step number one. You got to first believe. And I like how she started. You first got to imagine what's possible. Then you got to believe what's even possible. And that might sound like overly simplistic, like Shay, duh. Well, it's one thing to intellectually know to do something. It's another thing to actually do it. I intellectually know a lot of things I should do. I don't do them all. And so believe in the vision. That is step number one. What's step number two?
And then the second thing is people have to see themselves as part of the vision, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the second part. It's the second thing is, so now I believe in what you're creating. Now, how do I fit in? So people have to see themselves as part of that vision that you're creating for them. Am I part of that community? Am I part of the people that you're really called to serve? Am I someone, again, if I think about what a lot of you do, some of you teach people how to do digital marketing or whatever that is? Can they see themselves? Some of you say, oh, I teach people how to build websites on WordPress or whatever. Are they part of that vision? Are they a part of the vision? That's how sisterhood is. Can you be a part of the vision, supporting women, helping other women rise? So they want to see themselves as part of the vision.
So step number 2, thank you so much, Patricia Register, put believe in the vision. Adi put step number 1, get people to believe in the vision. Donald Tolson put get people to believe in the vision. Thank you. Brenda Lee Gertman put step number 1, believe in the vision. Step number 2 was get people to what?
To be a part of the vision.
To be part of the vision. Step number 2,
they have to see
yourself as part of the vision. Step number 2 is see yourself as part of the vision. Step number 2, Ann Anderson, she takes really good notes. Now, how do I fit in? She said, powerful people ask powerful questions.
Right. How do I fit in? She says, am I part of that community? I love it.
That's right. Am I part of that community? She's taking really copious notes. You're giving us step 1. You're giving us step 2. We're going to get to step 3 in a moment. If I can I step back for just a second? People are watching you right now, Pat, and you're watching Pat, the founder of Sisterhood Extravaganza, a bad sister. And you might be thinking, yeah, Shay, it's easy for her to get people to believe. It's easy for her to help people see how things will fit in. I'm going to ask Pat if she'll take a moment and maybe share a time where she experienced a setback, where things weren't perfect. Now, you might think maybe she never had a setback. I don't know, but she said I can ask any questions. She said she'd be transparent. And so maybe her life has been perfect, and she'll just tell us, my life's been perfect. I ain't had no challenges. But, Pat, if there's something you feel comfortable with right here, take a moment. And this is a very transparent, very friendly community. Can you take us to a time where you experienced a setback? And what lesson did you learn? And how did you turn yourself to believe in the vision that you had?
Yes. Okay. So just so you guys to be clear, anybody that has experienced a level of success has experienced a setback. See, because we all know your setback is a setup for what? For
a comeback. Come on, somebody.
So anybody that has achieved a level of success, I need you to hear me, has experienced a setback. Sometimes many of us multiple setbacks. But we all know that they're in the setbacks that's where our greatest learnings take place. That is where your greatest learning will take place. And that's what happened for me. So Shay, early on, in wanting to create this amazing world, right, for Sisterhood Extravaganza, for really being able to lead women in a way where we knew that we could love on each other, support each other, and celebrate each other. I had a mentor who said to me, and when you look up to people, you want them to believe. Remember, what's the first thing I said? You want them to believe in this vision that you have.
Believe in the vision. That was number 1, yeah.
And when she said to me, I don't care what you do, women are never going to get along. She goes, ain't nobody going to buy that stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You talk about, for me, because remember, I'm a mindset person. Mm-hmm. So my mind automatically went to, oh my gosh, I've written this book and nobody is going to show up for my book release. No, nobody wants sisterhood. Women really don't want to get along. They want to operate status quo. And it was at a time where the reality TV shows were rampant with housewives of craziness, women fighting amongst each other under the guise of sisterhood. And so she was just, I think, trying to prepare me to what she saw society doing. She was like, nobody wants sisterhood. That's such a dumb idea. Like, why would you even think that was something that people will want? And this is somebody I respected. I held true. And so guess what? A part of me almost gave up. Like, I was like, yeah, she's probably right. Because you know why? I was experiencing some challenges with women in my life at that time too. Like, I wasn't always the down for you sister you see me today. There were some challenges I had to overcome, and really understanding that there were some women who were traumatized, who were hurt by other women, and that I now had to go in and say, oh, but you still got to love on them. You still got to be friends. You still got to help each other. And so for literally the first workshop I had, Shay,
Yeah.
I called, and so this is why marketing is so important too. Oh, I knew the reason we, as women, weren't connecting like we should was because of our self-esteem. Mm-hmm. So I called the workshop, How to Increase Your Self-Esteem and Have High Self-Esteem. And no freaking body showed up for that workshop but 5 people who loved me, because they were like, what? If I come to that workshop, that's going to tell people I got low self-esteem.
Right,
and
right.
Nobody want to go to nothing that people are going to perceive them as having low self-esteem and no confidence.
Right.
So it was an ultimate fail. But here's what you guys have to understand. From that, my marketing and my messaging got better, mm-hmm. because I taught the same thing around how to help people be empowered. And so my next workshop was called Empowerment Starts With You. And in that workshop, I taught the same principles around why you're not empowered. And it was all dealing with self-esteem. Mm. But it was, and that was 78 people showed up. I only had room for 50. And 78 people showed up because they all were like, woo, I'm ready to be empowered. I can't wait to be empowered. So you guys, I learned early on that my marketing was key. Even though my heart was like, I want to teach women how to have high self-esteem, so let's have a self-esteem class. Wasn't nobody showing up for that. Right. But they showed up when it said, I want you to be empowerment, because guess what empowerment leads to? Empowerment leads to you having a better career. Empowerment leads to you having the promotion that you desire. Empowerment means you step up and ask for what you want in your relationships, in your marriage. Empowerment means that you're getting to get the clients that you want because you know how to position your product and your service so that you attract them. So that is what I learned from having an epic failure of marketing a workshop. Mm-hmm. And now, again, you guys, and I share that story because some of you might be marketing what you do in a way where you're not attracting your clients, but you got to not only be in a position to give people what they need, but also give them what they want. See, they want empowerment, but they need to increase their self-esteem to get it. Did you guys hear me? You got to give people what they want, but also be able to give them what they need. And so that was an epic fail for me that I learned from Shay early on around how to market what I was doing in a way where people, again, saw themselves as part of that vision.
Wow, that is so powerful. Everyone do me a favor. Monica Butts Baker put the power of the right words, the power of the right words. And how true is that? Do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. Let's give Pat a little encouragement. She's gonna give number 3 in a moment, but let's give her a little encouragement. As we encourage her, we're encouraging someone else. Just go ahead and write these words. Pat, you are amazing. Just put Pat, you are blank amazing. If you want to add your little adjective in there, you can do that. And as you're saying, Pat, you're amazing, you're also saying you are amazing. You, the person that's watching right now. You, the person that's reading those words. And while we're saying, Pat, you're amazing because Pat just shared and poured from her heart and she didn't know she was going to do that, we also know that you have a story. We know that you have a message, and we know that you are amazing. So do me a favor, Ann. Do me a favor. Hey, Deshelle. Do me a favor, Daryl Mack. Look right below the video. And let's just write these words. Pat, you are amazing. Pat, you are amazing. And we're going to use the hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Ann Anderson said, Pat, you're amazing. Deshelle said, Pat, you are amazing. April and Phil said, Pat, you are amazing. As you're writing, Pat, you are amazing, use that hashtag, Sisterhood Rising. Sisterhood Rising. I'm going to ride on the boat too now because all ties ride together. So I'm on this boat too. I'm going to rise with the sisterhoods. But hashtag Sisterhood Rising. And, as you're writing those notes, someone else sees the message. And you encourage someone else. You pay it forward with your time. You pay it forward with your effort. Look, there's no Cash App needed. There's no Zelly needed. Okay? There's no credit card, no check. All we ask you to do is show some love for those who are in a position to do that. And we appreciate that. Pat appreciates it. We appreciate it. Donald, we appreciate it. Pat, he said, Pat, you are, and he put all caps. Donald got to do something different. You know that.
I love you, Donald.
He put all caps. Amazing. Donald never see. Donald's recommend. Donald's a good guy though. Donald doesn't mind shouting out other people.
Don't stop movement, baby. Won't stop. Don't stop.
You are lazy. Hey, Daryl Mack. Daryl Mack is in the house at Pat. You are amazing. Hashtag Sisterhood Rising, because sisterhoods are rising all over this world. Some folks are just joining on, by the way. Welcome to The Lab, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country. You can join us all over at happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. That's where the magic takes place. That's where you can network over at happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. You're with none other than Pat Gillum. She's out there in Arizona, in Phoenix, right? Phoenix, Arizona? She's in Phoenix, Arizona. She joined us this evening. Brenda Lee Gertman said, hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Pat, you are amazing. Now, you gave us 2 points on how we need to come together, how we need to work together. Donald says, lots of laughs. He loves you too, by the way. He loves you too, by the way. He wants you to know that. He said, shout out my sister. He's out there. And, this is a community. This show is not for me and Pat. It's really for all of you who are watching, all the ones that they told me no one's going to be there. They told me, Shay, it's the craziest thing you ever heard. Shay, you're being a little disruptive. But I believe that there's someone out there that want to be in a conversation because I want to be in a conversation. And when I talked to Pat, this wasn't planned. I talked to Pat today and said, Pat, would you mind sharing what you're doing with Sisterhood Extravaganza? You know what she said? I'm all in. She didn't say, how much are you paying? Because we're not. Don't have no money. She didn't say, Shay, can you do me a favor? Shay, what are you going to do for me? She said, I'm there. I'm in. And I know every one of you are out there. You do the exact same thing. You give from your heart. You're all very, very kind human beings. And what I know about you is that you believe you have the potential inside you to perform at a much higher level than whatever level you're performing at right now. And superstars, we all have one common thing in common. Do you know what all superstars have in common? They all have one thing in common. Let me tell you what the one thing that all amazing people, all superstars, all fantastic people, people like you and me and everyday folks who screw up but get better, we all have one thing in common. Do you know what that one thing in common is? Don't worry, it's not a pop quiz, and I don't have any chocolates to send you or give you, but here it is. We believe that we can always get better. We believe there's another level. The reason I love that phrase, hashtag Sisterhood Rising, it means that we can always get a little bit better. My father, who's no longer here, Marshall Brown, passed away on May 2nd, 2017. But one of the things that he taught us, he always said, hey, look, there's always someone doing a lot better than you. So you keep looking up and you keep putting your hand up to reach up so they can pull you up. But then you look back and there's always someone doing a lot worse than you. So you got to take the other hand, you got to pull the other hand, and you got to pull them up. So you're always in the middle. And although Marshall Brown is no longer to say those words here today, that's what he would say. You're always in the middle. He always say, never give up, never give in, never give out. If he was here right now, Pat, that's the first thing my father would say. Never give up, never give in, and never give out. So do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. This is for someone else. It's not for me. It's not for Pat. Pat's going to get to number 3. But I want you to look right below the video and write these words. Never give up, never give out, and never give in. Never give up, never give out, and never give in. Never give up, never give out, and never give in. Just write those words right below for other folks that are out there so you can encourage them. Pat's encouraging with hashtag Sisterhood Rising, but it's not just words, it's the actions, it's the deeds, it's the core values that go into what she's doing. and what you're doing every day. So, Pat, you gave us number one, that you got to believe in you. You got to believe in the vision. You gave us number two, you got to get people to see themselves in the vision. So they've got to be a part of something bigger than who they are. Hey, Rachel Reed, thanks so much for joining. D. Bowden, I see you out there. Thank all of you who are out there right now. D. Bowden's in the house too. D. Bowden, I don't think D. Bowden sleeps. I really don't. D. Bowden's an amazing person. She just keeps showing.
That's a true superstar right there, baby. They show up.
I love D. Bowden. Never give up, never give in, never get out. Hey, Lawrence McNair, thanks for joining. All right, so Pat, give us number three. Ann Anderson said, never give up, never give out, never give in. You know, you got to keep on going no matter what. Pat, give us number three. You're talking about Sisterhood Extravaganza. You're talking about what it takes to build a community, what it takes to bring a network together, what it takes to work together in spite of different beliefs, different backgrounds, different economic status, different skill sets. You bring a collective group together for one vision older. And she's giving us that secret, and she's making it simple. She's not saying, well, this is leadership number 57298, and this is what you got to do. No. She said you got to believe in the vision. You got to help other people see themselves in the vision. And Pat, what's number three?
Before I give number three, Shay, I got to go back and say something first. Your father was a very wise man, just so you know, because of the fact that the principles that he taught you around truly being able to be able to pull people up and to be able to lift people up also, because there are going to be people coming behind us, and there are people who are going to go and pave the way before us. And one of the things that I stand on as a principle also is around the fact that we've got to get people to dispel dysfunctional beliefs that no longer ring true for us. And one of those things is around, what does it look like to be successful and operating at the top? See, people come and they tell us it's lonely at the top, so they don't want to go up. They don't want to go up because they don't want to be the only one. But what happens is, that's why Sisterhood Rising is so important, because see, it's not lonely at the top when you take people with you.
Right.
That's what this journey is about. Who am I willing to take with me on this journey? And something, Ann Anderson, I read your comment, you're right. The vision is not for everybody. See, that's why you got to get clear. And you know, Shay, and you know, he's the expert at this thing, but that's why you got to get clear about your vision. See, when you think you're called to serve everybody and that everybody needs to be a part of the vision, therefore you miss out on your purpose. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. See, you're not meant to serve everybody. So you're right, Ann. Everybody won't buy into your vision. And those are not the people you're meant to call. Those are not the people you're called to serve, I mean. Mm-hmm. The people you're called to serve will believe in your vision. Do you hear me? So I want y'all to get clear about that. Stop going, I want everybody to love me. But that's another session we're going to talk about. But
that's a topic for another time.
Yes. So know that your vision, everybody won't see the vision, mm-hmm. but the people who you're meant to serve will see your vision, okay? And those people will believe in it, and they'll want to be a part of it. But you're going to have to clearly communicate to them how they become a part of it. And that is what Sisterhood was about. I can't just say, oh, let's go and get a group of women together. It's a whole lot of group getting a lot of women together. But I got to be able to clearly communicate how they benefit by being a part of what we're doing, how they benefit by taking part in the leadership development skills that we provide women, how they get to be a part of the wellness that we provide. You saw Dr. Nancy Gaines Dillard on here. She has a whole wealth and health program for women, and we're committed. She's a part of the community. We're committed to helping women get healthy, because listen, if you don't take care of yourself, you're never going to be able to take care of anybody else. Mm-hmm. So I'm committed to helping the women increase their finances, understand what it's like to budget, because some of us, if you were like me, I was married for a very long time, and my ex-husband took care of all that. So I was clueless when that came to, investing in those things. So helping women really understand our financial worth and how to budget and how to really start investing in stocks and how to grow our portfolio and our money. So you got to get people to literally see themselves as a part of your vision and how you're going to help them rise by giving them access to the tools that they need to be able to do that. And the last thing is this, and this is so crucial. So after people believe in your vision, they see themselves as a part of it. The last thing, Shay, and one of the most important is you got to inspire people to take action.
So number three, say number three one more time.
Number 3 is you have to inspire people to take action.
Tell us about that.
So when you're talking about inspiring people to take action, no matter what you're doing, if you're not able to inspire people to pay you to be a part of what you're doing, then literally that's a part of community building. When you get people to say, I will pay to be a part of what you're doing, I want to join what you're doing, that is the piece that you're inspiring them now to take the action that's needed so that you can build the community, so that you can make the impact that you want to make. Same thing in your businesses, you guys. So if you're giving people solutions and they believe in your solution and they say, I can see how you can help me and be a part of this, they will pay you to solve that problem. And that's inspiring them to take action. That's how you inspire people to take action. And so with being a part of this community, people are inspired to take action, to say, I want to join. That's the last thing. That's how you know people truly do believe, right? And in your vision. And they want to be a part of it because they're going to take the action to join you along this journey so that you all can rise together. And that's what Sisterhood Rising is about. So if you're building a community, know that it's great when people, I say this all the time, you're in a community, you have a Facebook group, people are liking your posts, they're loving your posts, they sending you hearts, but they're not showing up for your events. They're not buying your product. You got to ask yourself, how am I inspiring people to take action? Did I really show them how they can be a part of this vision? And do they believe in the vision? Because when people believe in your vision, they see themselves as a part of it. The next thing they'll do is take action and they'll want to join you and they'll want to be a part of the journey.
They want to be a part of the journey. And I want to thank you. Patricia Reese said, you inspire me. Pat Gillum. Donald Tomlinson said, step number 3, inspire people to take action. Hit the heart button, hit the like button if you agree. Loretta Bush said, step 3, inspire people to take action. Monica says, inspire people to take action. You got to inspire them to go out there and take action and want to support exactly the vision that you have. You know, Pat, what you're doing is just amazing. What you're doing is just incredible. Can you share just one success story from Sisterhood Extravaganza? Maybe someone that's Sisterhood that you feel comfortable sharing. Maybe some woman that was helped along the way, some difference you made in the community, some cause you were able to champion as an organization. Now, again, I know we all script. We weren't supposed to talk about any of this stuff, y'all. I'm just here to tell you. She got a book on one hand. She got the gratitude book on the other. But one thing I like about Pat, she said, Shay, one thing I like about Pat is she's going to come back again. One thing I like about Pat is this is not her last time. One thing I like about Pat is that she's going along with the flow. So I appreciate you because I'm learning at the same time. But I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling your heart. I'm feeling you being authentic. I'm feeling you sharing what's really on your mind and not what's on a piece of paper. And we appreciate that. That's one of the things I like about you, Pat. You're always just Pat, no matter where you go. But Sisterhood Extravaganza, some people over there at the site right now, they're Googling Sisterhood Extravaganza. Some people at patgilliam.com, they're looking at it. Tell us about something you're most proud of. That's the question. What are you most proud of about Sisterhood Extravaganza? Y'all do some amazing things. Y'all do some great events. Y'all help women. Y'all do trainings. Y'all do seminars. You do so much. But just tell us one thing you're just most proud of as it relates to Sisterhood Extravaganza.
Gosh, there's so many stories, you guys, that I'm proud of, and I can give you literally hundreds of success stories.
But we only got time for one, Pat. We only have time for one. We got to go, show. We only have, ladies and gentlemen, as much as we love Pat, I'm going to bring her back.
Shay, like it is midnight over here on the East Coast. Too bad it's only 8 o'clock in Phoenix or
First
9
of all, I
o'clock.
don't know what time it is where you are in the world. It could be anytime, anywhere, any place. You might just be rolling out of bed right now. You might be taking your lunch break right now. Don't listen to Pat. Don't listen to Pat. The lights are on, baby. It's just showtime. Look, if you're out there right now, just say, go, Pat, go. Just look right below the video. Say it's not midnight. It ain't 8 o'clock. There's no time clock right now, but we got to go at some point. Look right below the video and just put go, Pat, go. That's you inspiring Pat. That's you saying go, Pat, go.
Listen, you guys, give it up for Shay. Listen, you guys, if you're watching the replay right now, listen, who knows what time it could be, like Shay said. But again, there are some.
I have water. See, she didn't show up prepared. I got water over here, man. I'm cooling out. I got some snacks over here. You know, Pat's like, Shay, I'm a little famished. These lights are hot over here. We're almost to the home stretch. I promise you, we're closed up very shortly. But folks want to hear, at least I gotta let you play your own commercial.
Well, really, let me just tell you guys this.
Brenda Lee said, go, Pat, go. Don't slow down. Go, Pat, go. You got it, girl.
Yeah. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Donald. Thank you guys all for showing up tonight, because I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And so when it comes to Sisterhood Extravaganza, we've experienced many successes. We've been around now this is our 5th year. And I just need you guys to know every year we have an Empowering Success Summit in March, and Shay and Trevor have both been a part of that. And I thank them for being there and helping.
It's amazing. If you haven't had a chance to attend, you've got to attend. I don't know when the next one is. She'll hopefully going to tell us. She'll give us her website.
Every March is the first weekend every March, because we celebrate Women's History Month in March and International Women's Day. So you never have to worry. When is Sisterhood Extravaganza Empowering Women's Success Summit? Every first weekend in March.
Got it.
Every first weekend. So mark your calendars. Be in Phoenix, and it's beautiful while it's snowing everywhere else, baby.
There you go. Come to Phoenix, baby.
Yes. Okay, so listen. I can't give you just one success story. Here's what I will leave you with about Sisterhood Extravaganza, you guys.
I like that. She just takes over. Don't y'all love that?
This is a powerful movement. It is a movement. It's not just an organization. That is why it is literally going global. Like, we are committed to opening 5 new chapters in 5 different states by 2020. And so we are committed to saying, how do we bring sisterhood to your city, to your state? Because we know women need what we have. And I believe collectively working together, again, we're going to be able to do some powerful things. One of the things we're able to do, because we know there's still a gender parity when it comes to women and pay. So can you imagine a group of all of us getting together, creating a bill in legislature around how we will now pay women the same thing that men get paid? See, it's not enough just for me to show up in Phoenix and champion that cause. It's all of us getting together to say gender parity is a must, and that when we come together collectively, working together as women, we will be paid what we're worth. One of the other things that's happening right now is, this is all political, but when we get together and our voices are heard, we get to say, how do we eradicate the ERA amendment around us and not including women in the Constitution? So I don't even know if you guys are aware of that. We're not even included. All right. It says all men are created equal. Don't say nothing about us, y'all. So we're trying to right now get that rewritten, get that changed. So there's a lot of things that we're doing together collectively here to try to really make things better for women. We want to eradicate poverty. We know women and children are the poorest. So we're helping women really be in a position to say, how do I understand my finances? How do I stop living paycheck to paycheck? So there's a lot of things that we're doing as a collective group, as a community, as women. But we also understand, Shay, why this group is so powerful is that we understand that when we get it as women, When we understand and we can obtain a level of success, it is our responsibility to give back to our young girls who are coming up behind us. So like your father said, we have to reach back and we have to pull those young girls up. And so that's what Sisterhood does from our community efforts. We make sure that when we as women have obtained a level of success in our health, our finances, our leadership, all of these different areas, we have a youth mentoring program. It is an 8-week program where we teach young girls leadership skills, life skills, self-esteem, confidence building, because they're getting the education in school, but they're not getting these skills that are going to help propel them to the next level in life. So that's how powerful, you guys, this organization is. And we've been able to receive grants from several organizations. Just finished writing one on Tuesday that we now have. Listen, LifeLock and Norton. Everybody has Norton probably on their computer. It's a virus protection. So that company, the parent company, is called Semtech. They saw the work that this organization was doing, and they said, we want to grant you money so that you can continue the programming that you do to support the development of women and girls. And so, listen, I'm excited about the work that we're doing, and not just here in Phoenix, Arizona. We're in Chicago, Illinois. We're in Los Angeles, California. And I said again, if you have an interest and saying, I want to be a part of this powerful movement, a movement that I can see the vision and women really being able to support each other and help each other rise. And I want to be a part of that vision. And I'm ready to take action to do that. I want you to go to sisterhoodextravaganza.org and say you want to be a member. You want to be a part of what we're doing. And we're going to bring sisterhood to your city, to your state by 2020.
I love it. I love it. Give them the website one more time, a little slower. Someone put the website right below. Give it to them a little slower this time. www.what?
Sisterhoodextravaganza.org. Sisterhoodextravaganza.org. Go like our Facebook page. It's called the Sisterhood Extravaganza. Again, it's really about women supporting women, how we're going to be empowered to lead. You guys already know, I mean, like there are 6 or 7 women who've thrown their hat in for the 2020 presidential race. Yeah. It is the year of the woman. It's time for us to all really support each other, band together. And listen, let me be clear about something, because I don't want you to misunderstand anything I'm saying to you. We need men in this movement. We need men in this movement. Men are important. They're critical to our success. So this is not the women bashing men movement. That's not what this is. We understand that we need men in this movement because, listen, you have sisters, men, you have sisters, you have wives, you have mothers, and you have to show your support to them, because when those women are thriving, our young boys are thriving, okay? So I want you guys to know that this is a movement about, do you see yourself? Do you see the vision for women supporting women, and what the end result is when women do that together? And when we rise together, again, like I said, we're able to eradicate poverty. We're able to move into politics in areas where there needs to be change, where there are laws that are being created about us, for us, and we don't have a seat at the table. So we've got to be able to have our voices heard. And I want us collectively to come together as a group of women to really be able to say, how do we create change? How do we make change happen? And we can do that through the Sisterhood Extravaganza when women rise together.
Wow, you're listening to none other than Pat Gillum herself, the founder of Sisterhood Extravaganza. I couldn't think of a better way to her to close out, where you could hear the passion. You could hear it in her voice. Do me a favor. Let's give her a digital applause. They were putting amen below. They were putting out, your voice is your power. They were writing congratulations, Pat. They were putting those comments right below. Here's the greatest applause you can give her. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. And just put Pat, hashtag. Put Pat, hashtag. Just put Pat, hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Just put @Pat, hashtag Sisterhood Rising. She'll be able to go back and see all the hashtags. She'll be able to follow that message. But that is a digital applause that @Pat, hashtag Sisterhood Rising, that we are all rising together. It's a sisterhood that is coming together. Black, white, young, old, tall, short, fat, skinny, entrepreneur, husband, or husbands can't be in there, but wives. Mom, single, married, it doesn't matter. Sisterhoods are rising. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and put at Pat, hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Pat, you're amazing. Pat, you are incredible. Pat, you're doing some amazing things that we really admire. And for all those who have a vision for the people you were called to serve, for all of you who are ready to really take your life to another level, take your business to another level, here's what I want you to know. You can get the resources. It doesn't cost you anything. Just look right below the video. Look right below the video and text the word visions. Text the word visions. You just open up your messenger on your phone. Don't write it down. That's so 1980s. So don't do that. That's like so 1980s. Just open up your browser, type in 202-999-3515, and just text the word vision. Just text the word vision and get all of the details. Donald Tolson said, Pat, hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Monica Butts Baker put Sisterhood Rising. Brenda Lee Gertman put Sisterhood Rising. Ada put hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Ann put hashtag Sisterhood Rising. Loretta put hashtag Sisterhood Rising. D. Bowden put at Pat, hashtag Sisterhood Rising. They are in with all. I say they're all in.
I love that Donald said real men support our women. I love it.
That's right. All day long, and I am here, Pat. We have to have you back now, Pat. This can't be the last time, Pat. We've got to have you back here on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. I know we want to get into a book. You have a book. It's called Gratitude, right? It's called Gratitude. We'll get into another time, but show them the book. It's the book there. She had the book there all night. She's had the book there all night.
Listen, this journal is absolutely free. I created it with you in mind, just so you know. So we already talked about, to receive more, you need to be grateful for what you have. If you want access to my 30-day free journal, all you have to do is go to IamEmpoweredToSucceed.com and you can get access to it. It's absolutely free because, I want to show up and give you something free. That's what this show is about, Shay. Mm-hmm. Getting access to some free resources that can change your life. IamEmpoweredToSucceed.com. Get your free gratitude journal.
And she talked about, in order for you to get more, you got to appreciate what you have. Is that the sentence you said?
Yep. Got to appreciate what you have. Be grateful for what you have in order to receive more. And
I like that. Be grateful for what you have in order to receive more. Do me a favor. Look right below. I know y'all been taking some digital notes, but that's really important. I want someone to hear that. Be grateful for what you have in order to receive more. Be grateful for what you have in order to receive more. I love the nuggets. I love how you give. I love how you come from the heart. Look, for all of you who've been out there taking digital notes, thank you so much. For all of you who hit the like button, thank you so much. For all of you who hit the heart button, thank you so much. For all of you who paid this message to your network, at least paid it forward, thank you so much. We want you to know that we appreciate you, the community. We appreciate you, the audience. We want to encourage you to go over to www.im. What is it, Pat?
EmpoweredToSucceed.com.
www.IamEmpoweredToSucceed.com. Hit on over there right now. Make sure that you do that. So you can stay in the conversation. And then get the journal. I have the journal. I went online. I signed up. I have the journal. I'm not going to give it away because I want to bring it back to talk a little more. She could do a whole 5-part series on gratitude, by the way. But tonight, this morning, this afternoon, whatever time it is for you in the world, this is all about her. Just pouring out. So, Pat, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'll give you the closing comments as you say words of encouragement to all the women that are out there that are watching. For all the guys like me and Donald and Andre and so many others and Daryl and folks that are taking notes right now, what words do you have as we go out and we execute the vision that was given to us for the people we were called to serve? What comments do you have? Please share. And again, thank you so much for taking so much time. You know, Pat, you can always make more money, but you can't make more time. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you from the Happy Entrepreneur community. We love you. We appreciate you. And we want you back. You know, I had to say that.
I will certainly be back anytime. You know that. I tell you, I will move my schedule around, move mountains to show up for Shay Brown any day, you guys.
Thank you.
Here's what I want you to know, because this is so important. And I know your tribe knows this, Shay, but it's I just want to express gratitude to you for showing up. I shared this, you guys don't know this, but I told them, I said, listen, the consistency that you have to serve the people that you're called to serve. Being on this show is not easy. To do something every night, to show up, to give you free resources. I need you guys to definitely not only just have you pull out your phone and text Vision to 202-999-3515. Mm-hmm. I need you to share this message because somebody else needs those free resources. Somebody needs to connect with the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe. Somebody needs to connect with this lab. Somebody has been praying for this platform. Somebody's been praying for this. And you're going to be the answer to somebody's prayer when you send them this live. You're going to be the answer to say, listen, when you share this, somebody else is going to have their problem solved. Somebody else is going to have their prayer answered. So give them the opportunity to text Vision to 202-999-3515. So not only will you get the resources you need, but somebody that you care about will get the resources that they need. Because remember, this is all about us helping each other rise. Remember, it's not lonely at the top when you take people with you. Don't hoard your resources. Don't allow the stuff that's in your head and the chatter to be the only thing that says it's about me. Because like Shay told you early on, this is not about me. It's not about him. It's about you. It's about you showing up. And we really appreciate you investing the time that you did to show up. We appreciate you for watching the replay. If you're watching the replay right now and you really are getting access to this, just put #replay if you're watching the replay right now, and that this is really going to help you and inspire you. And so, again, I just want to show gratitude to Shay for showing up and truly being the answer to a lot of our prayers. And I thank you. And I just say, for all of you who are watching, just like his father told him, I'm going to leave us with that. Those wise words, right? And it was, don't give up, don't give in. And what was the other one? Don't give up.
Don't give out. Never give up, never give in, and never give out.
Give out.
Thank you so much. You're amazing. With that being said, thank you all for joining. You're all amazing. You've been watching The Lab, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country, because of you, because of your hearts, because of you sharing it, and because of you paying it forward, because of you showing up. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, from Pat's heart, and from the whole Happy Entrepreneurs community. With that being said, my name, by the way, if those folks are hearing me for the first time, you gotta love Pat. She's already dancing. You know, one thing y'all know about her, if you ever watch her shows, she dances. There's no music, but she's dancing. There's like no music, but she is.
To give me some music, you guys. Like, we're gonna change this show.
Talk to Trevor Otts about that. Tell Trevor Otts I need some theme music around here.
That's right. What? Yes.
With that being said, by the way, my name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. And I wish every single one of you success. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.